At this time, the Bethel JROTC Color Guard, under the direction of Major Schuler, will present colors. Gentlemen, please remove your caps. Please be seated. At this time, we will have a selection entitled Torrents of Fire by Larry Neek, performed by our six-time Virginia Honor Band under the direction of Mr. Jerry Lancaster. At this time, the Honorable Dr. Richard Mason, Hampton School Board Chair, will provide greetings.
Good morning, distinguished guests, awesome administrators, esteemed faculty members, proud parents, and most importantly, the reason why we are here today, the Bethel High School graduating class of 2023. Graduating Bruins, lift up your eyes on this day that is breaking for you. It is an opportunity for you to dream a new dream. I implore you to have the audacity to dream because your teachers and staff had the audacity to have hope for your futures. Have the audacity to dream because your mothers, your fathers, your sisters, your brothers, your grandmothers, your grandfathers, your aunties, and your uncles, and all of those cousins too, they had the audacity to make sacrifices for you to be here today. Have the audacity to dream because you are worthy of each and every dream that you have for your own future. To the families and friends here today, thank you for supporting our graduates. Always remember, they are watching, and they will become what they see. To the administration and staff, thank you for showing up each and every day for these young people. They will soon come to know the value of everything that you have poured into them for the past 4 years. And to the graduates, as you graduate today and you leave the walls of Bethel High School, take the people with you. Take all of your administrators and your staff with you. When you arrive at your next destination, be it a college, career, the military, or simply life, walk through that door with your head held high. As people look at you and can't take their eyes off of you, they don't know what it is about you, but they just won't be able to take their eyes off of you. Now, you may not be model cute, or you may just have a few big boy pounds on you like I do. But all they can say is that there's just something special about you. But the truth of the matter is, what you have all of those people around you that have poured into you over the years and believed in you. And today we celebrate you and we look forward to walking through each and every door with you for the rest of your life. On behalf of my colleagues on the school board, I congratulate you and wish you all the best as you go forth and realize each and every one of your dreams. I would be remiss if I didn't take a moment to congratulate your Academy Principal, Ms. Garrity, and wish her a fond farewell on her retirement. In addition, I would be remiss if I did not take the opportunity to wish your executive principal, Mr. Ralph Saunders, better known as the GOAT, a fond farewell as well. Joining them in their retirement is our award-winning superintendent, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, so we certainly want to congratulate Dr. Smith. I would like to congratulate your new executive principal, Dr. Tanya Howard, as she takes over the reins. And also Dr. Raymond Haynes as he assumes the superintendency July 1. All the best to you, graduates, and congratulations.
Thank you, Dr. Mason, for those inspiring words. Congratulations to the class of 2023. You have worked extremely hard to reach this milestone in your life. This morning, we are here with your family and friends to celebrate you. The administration, faculty, and staff are very proud of all that you have achieved. Among those achievements, 173 students are graduating with an advanced diploma. 124 with highest honors. And 82 students are graduating with honors. And how about members of the mighty Marching Bruins Band receiving over $450,000 in scholarships? At Bethel High School, our mission is to effectively communicate and collaborate to educate. Class of 2023, you have completed your mission. Some of you will enter the workforce, join the military, and others will move on to higher learning institutions. But Bethel High School will always be your foundation. As you begin the next phase of your life, I want to share with you some final words of wisdom. There was a young lady that was graduating from high school. Her father said to her, "I am proud of you for graduating with honors, and here is a car that I acquired many years ago. It is several years old, but before I give it to you, take it to the used car lot downtown and tell them I want to sell it and see how much they offer you." The daughter went to the used car lot and returned to her father and said, "They offered me $1,000 because the car looked very worn out." The father said, "Okay, now take it to the pawn shop." The daughter went to the pawn shop and returned to her father. Said, "The pawn shop only offered me $100 because it was a very old car." The father then asked his daughter to go to a car club and show them the car. The daughter reluctantly took the old car to the club. When she returned, she told her father that some people in the club offered $100,000 for it, since it is a Nissan Skyline R34, an iconic car and sought out after by many. The father said to his daughter, "The right place values you the right way." If you are not valued, class of 2023, do not be angry. It means you are in the wrong place. Those who know your value are those who appreciate you. Class of 2023, never stay in a place where no one sees your value. Face the changes that are coming your way with courage and faith to move you forward toward the greatness that you have been preparing for. I wish you the best that life has to offer. And remember, you will always be a part of Bethel High School, the home. All right. At this time, I would like to introduce our platform guests. School board members, the Honorable Dr. Richard Mason, Hampton School Board Chair. The Honorable Dr. Tina Banks Gray, Hampton School Board Vice Chair. The Honorable Joe Kilgore, Hampton School Board. The Honorable Jason Samuels, Hampton School Board. The Honorable Ann Cherry, Hampton School Board. The Honorable Dr. Reginald Woodhouse, Hampton School Board. The Honorable Stephanie Jackson Afanja, Hampton School Board. Our Virginia State delegates, the Honorable Mamie Locke, member of the Virginia Senate, representing the 2nd District. The Honorable Jawan Ward, member of the Virginia House of Delegates, representing the 92nd District. The Honorable A.C. Cardoza, member of the Virginia House of Delegates, representing the 91st District. From our Hampton City Council, the Honorable Stephen Brown, Hampton City Council. The Honorable Hope Harper, Hampton City Council. Representing Central Administration, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, our award-winning Superintendent of Hampton City Schools. Dr. John Caggiano, Deputy Superintendent for Curriculum and Instruction. Dr. Stacia Barreau, Chief of Elementary Leadership and Compensatory Programs. Representing the Bethel High School Administration, Ms. Dorothy Garrity, Academy Principal of the Governor's Health Sciences Academy and Media Arts and Design. Dr. Tanya V. Howard, Academy Principal of Law and Public Safety and the new Executive Principal of Bethel High School. Mr. Travis Oliver, Academy Principal of Transportation, Analytics, Information, and Logistics. Ms. Cantrice Pace Pierce, Freshman Academy Principal. Ms. Lynette Hextall Davis, Graduation Specialist. Mr. Sharif Hicks, Principal of Mary Peak Elementary School. Madison Veneris, Salutatorian. Andrew Pexton, Valedictorian. Sheila Longchamp, Class President. This faculty has met the challenge of providing the best environment for teaching and learning. I am proud to have been the executive principal of a staff committed to academic excellence for all students. As the faculty stands, please join me in showing your appreciation for the outstanding staff of Bethel High School. I would like to also recognize some faculty members that will be retiring this year. When I call your name, please stand and be recognized. Ms. Brenda Banks, 33 years of service. Mr. Jay Brooks, 20 years of service. Mr. Gus Coleman, 29 years of service. Ms. Yolanda Hodges, 44 years of service. Ms. Carmen Tidier, 24 years of service. Ms. Eddie Williams, 28 years of service. And Ms. Dorothy Garrity, Academy Principal, is retiring after 31 years of service. And finally, as Dr. Mason mentioned, after 30 years, I will also be retiring. I would like to thank Hampton City Schools and the Bethel community for your support. I would also like to recognize and thank Dr. Raymond Haynes, Chief Secretary of School Leadership, for his unwavering support during this school year. Our first speaker this morning is Sheila Longchamp, Senior Class President. Sheila is the daughter of Faith Davis. She is graduating from the Academy of Law and Public Safety with a GPA of 4.37. She is the president of the National Honor Society and Principals Advisory and Consulting Team. Sheila was also a cheerleader for 5 years. She has been awarded over $700,000 in scholarships, and she was selected as a Bill Gates Scholar. Sheila has been accepted to 22 colleges. She will be attending North Carolina A&T University in the fall and will major in Business Information Technology. Sheila Longchamp.
Good morning. My name is Sheila Longchamp, and I'm honored to serve as class president here at Bethel. Growing up, I did not speak much, and I had extreme social anxiety. In middle school, I was on a basketball team, dance team, and cheer team, which forced me out of my comfort zone. I somehow transformed into a social butterfly. My freshman year, I decided I wanted to go to North Carolina A&T. I found out that they had an honors college that was linked to 4 different full-ride scholarships. Ever since, I mentally prepared myself to fill out that application my senior year. For the next 3 years, I was heavily involved, a student athlete, and maintained a 4.37 GPA. Throughout my journey, I was often told that I was doing too much, needed to quit this, or not to join that. It came to a point where I felt that I had no support and was doing everything for no reason. I became very depressed my junior year, and I actually did quit some things. At the beginning of my senior year, I decided to venture out and build my own support system with adults I knew didn't mind being what I called the steps to my future success. This varied from older relatives, teachers, and my counselors. In October of 2022, I filled out A&T's honors application. I soon found out that not only was I denied from every scholarship, but I was also rejected from the honors college. I was humbled, but I needed that. My only choice at this point was to apply to more scholarships. Time went on, and I was still receiving rejections. Throughout this whole process, I was a finalist for a full-ride scholarship known as the Gates Scholarship. However, the likelihood of receiving this was only 1.4%. It came time for my Gates interview, and I faced a debate. Do I go in as my true and authentic self, or do I switch it up to what I think they would like or want to hear? I trusted my gut and acted like a black queen should. I saw a Bible verse saying, "Walk by faith and not sight," and it stuck with me. Though I was clueless in how I would pay for college, I paid my enrollment deposit for North Carolina A&T. Scholarships were finally starting to roll in, 500 here, 2,000 there, still not enough to cover my cost of attendance. On April 20th, I got an email saying I was a 2023 Gates Scholarship recipient. Everything I've dreamed of since my freshman year finally came true, but not in the way I would have expected. Recently, I went to my college for orientation, and I spoke to an honors college representative for more information about my rejection. Without them even reviewing my application, I knew exactly where I went wrong. There were many well-qualified students getting rejected because their essay spoke solely about how amazing they are. Yes, my resume was extremely impressive, but with my essay execution, it seemed like I had it made already. It didn't seem like I wanted or needed growth. Everyone always asks me, "Sheila, could you give me some scholarship advice? I saw you on Facebook. Can you help me get my daughter scholarships?" Well, listen. Absolutely, do highlight all of your experience and expertise in your essays. However, what exactly is your future self going to do with that? If you got into a program, how will you use that experience to pay it forward to others? You had good grades, okay, cool. What did that teach you? What skills did you gain? And with those skills, how will you benefit your future self, community, and career? This goes to say that a rejection here is not a no from God completely. As Rod Wave once said, out of all life done taught me, before you get one win, you gotta take 1,000 losses. Find your community. Even when you feel alone and unsupported, I guarantee you there's at least one person on the sideline eager to help if you would just ask. You can't write how your story will go, but you sure can contribute to what your ending will entail through perseverance. Remember to walk by faith and not sight. You have substance and you are wonderfully made. Thank you. Bye, y'all. Big Lot out.
Our salutatorian this year is Madison Veneris. Madison is the daughter of Lori and Greg Veneris and finishes the school year with a cumulative grade point average of 4.42. Madison had a full high school career as she completed courses and participated in activities that will help her as she continues to college. Madison has a heart for animals and plans to earn a bachelor's degree in wildlife conservation on her way to becoming a veterinarian. Including her stellar academic record, Madison was an active band student, a member of the National Honor Society, the World Language Club, FFA, Girl Scouts, and Greek Club. Madison was resilient when facing challenges during her high school career and shares that her teachers were a source of encouragement as she maintained academic excellence. Madison was accepted to Leeds McRae College, the University of Kentucky, and Virginia Tech. We are excited to see amazing things when Madison will accomplish as she attends Virginia Tech in the fall. Madison Veneris.
Hi, good morning, everyone. Good morning. Thank you for being here so early. I want to start this off with a quote from one of my favorite songs, At the End of the Day by Everclear. If I knew then what I know now, wouldn't change a thing if I could somehow, I would do it all over and over again. We all have had a long 4 years, and I'm sure we've all had stuff we'd like to go back and change. The thing is, though, if even one tiny thing changes, we might not be here right now. Yeah, I'm sure there's been a lot of pain, a lot of heartbreak, ending of friendships, relationships, stress from all sources, but without all of that, we might not have graduated. We might not have gotten into that one college or gotten that one job. We might not have even been alive right now. So while, yes, all that pain and suffering and stuff we wish we could change sucks, it was important to our improvement, to our life. So don't be so hard on yourself for that stuff that happened in the past. Focus on the amazing future ahead of us and all of the good things that are bound to come. I also think we should appreciate those who have stuck around for as long as they have. With how much the class of 23 has dealt with, it can be hard to show the people you love how much you appreciate them. So while today is about us, don't forget to thank those around you. Let the people in your life know just how much they've helped you through everything. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the people in my life who have helped me through these 4 years. Elena Swinney, Kaya Brashers, Jay Stanley, and Mr. Camp, and so many more, but I don't want to be up here forever. Thank you for your time.
At this time, School Board Chair Dr. Richard Mason will present Madison with the Salutatorian Medal. Our valedictorian this year is Mr. Andrew Pexton. Andrew is the son of Dr. Keisha Anderson and Matthew Pexton and boasts a cumulative grade point average of 4.49. Andrew had a vast high school experience that includes civic service as well as academics. As a student, Andrew participated in the Governor's School for Science and Technology in the engineering strand. The research Andrew completed was instrumental in his future career goal of becoming an aerospace engineer. His extracurricular clubs included the National Honor Society. Outside of school, Andrew was a member of the Hampton Youth Commission and represented the voice and power of young people in the city of Hampton. Andrew was a member of the Robotics Club and taught himself Java coding. Andrew's fondest high school memory was having fun with his friends and seeing them all dressed up at prom. Andrew was accepted to several colleges, including the University of Virginia. Andrew plans to study aerospace engineering at Embry-Riddle Aeronautical University in the fall. Andrew Pexton.
How's everybody doing this morning? You good? Yeah. Good morning, faculty, staff, parents, and fellow graduates. It is my distinct privilege to serve as your class of 2023 valedictorian. It is an honor that I do not take lightly, as I'm sure you would all agree, we did not reach this academic milestone without the support, sacrifice, and love of our parents, families, friends, teachers, and administrators. Fellow graduates, let's take a moment to thank and applaud all the people here today who have cared so deeply about our success. The people in our lives that have supported us have been doing so in the hopes of preparing us to go out into the world and become the best version of ourselves. But I'll ask you to ask yourself this question. Am I really prepared to navigate this world we live in? If you dare to watch the news, it's no secret that the economy is struggling, violence and hate are rampant, social injustice and racism are real, and leadership in our government is, let's just say, lacking. The education we received at Bethel has given us knowledge. The sports we've played have taught us teamwork and discipline. The clubs we participated in have shown us how to serve and be a part of our community. And the friendships we've built have helped us learn the value of people and relationships. But even with considering all of those experiences, are we really prepared to go into that scary world out there? Fact is that a majority of the people that we see in the news making decisions about the economy, showing hate and evil to others, and dividing our country were once in the same position that we're in today. Research shows that 86% of the US population are high school graduates. This means that people contributing to our society's dysfunction acquired the same knowledge, learned the same teamwork and discipline, served in their communities, and built similar friendships as we have. So it leaves you to ask, how prepared could they have really been to go out into the world if so many high school graduates are living their life as part of society's problems instead of as its solution? Fellow graduates, I'm not making this point to somber our day of celebration, but rather to give this day, the final day of our childhood, and the first day of our adulthood, true meaning and purpose. First of all, if you haven't figured it out yet, the answer is yes. We are all prepared for this world. Our time here at Bethel has given us the education, the work ethic, the discipline, and the drive to become the next generation of educators, lawmakers, community leaders, and political influencers that our country needs to change the trajectory of its future. But in all the ways that our school, our families, and our communities have prepared us for this world, there's one thing that I've learned only we can prepare ourselves for. We must be prepared on a daily basis to protect our minds and our hearts from hate. The news that we watch, the social media posts that we read, and the people that we allow in our circle are and will continue to constantly challenge how we think and how we feel. There are so many differences of opinions, polarizing views, and misinformation in front of us that we must be prepared to make a conscious choice every day to choose right over wrong, selflessness over pride, acceptance over division, and love over hate. I'm fortunate enough to be part of a very unique family that has taught me this very thing. My black mother, who was raised in the city, and my white father, who was raised in the country, have been divorced since I was 1 year old. Yet they've found a way to partner as parents and as friends for almost 17 years. My mother, who's a Democrat, recently married my stepmother, who's Republican, and together they have custody of my nephew, who has special needs. And yet we live in a home filled with laughter, love, and happiness. Much like this world, my life and my family are an amazing mix of diversity. You can bet there are many differences of opinions, beliefs, and values, but there's also an enormous amount of unconditional love for each other. Our family makes choices every day to protect our minds and our hearts from the evils of the world, and instead choose to show love, kindness, patience, and understanding, simple virtues that are fundamental to human coexistence. That example is what I believe has prepared me the most for this world. It is an example we can all choose to follow. It is a commitment that we can make to ourselves and everyone else we have to share this world with. Fellow graduates, if you'll make that same commitment with me today, I ask that you all repeat after me. We will not be part of the problem. We will make a conscious choice every day to choose right over wrong, selflessness over pride, acceptance over division, and love over hate. Thank you for making that commitment with me today. If we are truly prepared to do that, not only will we realize the best version of ourselves, but we will change the world for all of the graduates that follow. Congratulations, fellow graduates. Now let's go be the change the world needs us to be. Thank you.
Thank you, Andrew. At this time, School Board Chairman Dr. Richard Mason will present Andrew with the Valedictorian Medal. At this time, Ms. Cantrice Pace Pierce, Academy Principal, will recognize students receiving scholarships and awards.
Love you back. Love you right back. Good morning, Bethel Bruins. Families, relatives, and distinguished guests, it is my honor to recognize students who have exemplified our motto of academic excellence. At this time, all students that have received certifications from New Horizons and State Board certifications should stand to be recognized. Congratulations, your hard work is appreciated. You may be seated. We also have students that have made a commitment to serve in the United States Armed Forces. And at this time, could you students please stand to be recognized? We thank you for your future service. We appreciate the commitment you are making. You may be seated. The class of 2023, my first freshman class, has worked hard all year to secure scholarships and awards from colleges, universities, businesses, faith-based and community organizations. We would like to thank all donors for their generous investment in our students' futures. At this time, all students that have received scholarships and awards should stand to be recognized. We are proud to announce that the Bethel High School class of 2023 has earned, you can still stand because they're going to clap again. This group of students has earned an impressive $20,719,700 in scholarships and awards. Congratulations, Bruins. You may be seated.
Let's give these students another round of applause. Before awarding the diplomas, I am pleased to introduce our superintendent, Dr. Jeffrey Smith, for remarks. Dr. Smith is also retiring this year as he is making his way to the podium. Please join me in thanking him for 32 years of service, including 8 outstanding years as Hampton City Schools Superintendent.
Members of the class of 2023, as the superintendent of Hampton City Schools, it is my pleasure to be present with you, your family members, friends, and school board members, members of the City Council, and elected officials of the Virginia General Assembly, as well as members of the division leadership team, to celebrate this important time as it relates to your journey. As you enter new chapters, always remember your home of academic excellence. Family members and guests, let me share with you some of the accomplishments of this remarkable class. As a class, their achievements are outstanding. These young people have been offered, as you have already heard, more than $20 million in scholarships and grant awards, bringing the grand total for all graduating seniors for the class of 2023 for Hampton City Schools to more than $63 million. Their future plans are impressive, as they have enlisted in the armed forces to serve our country and have been accepted into colleges and universities to serve and to go forth and do great things. Their post-secondary plans include attending Virginia Commonwealth University, attending a university on the South Side, Norfolk State University, behold the green and gold, Tidewater Community College, Old Dominion University, Virginia Peninsula Community College, George Mason University, Virginia Tech, go Hokies, Virginia State University, Howard University, the University of North Florida, the University of Texas at San Antonio, Randolph-Macon College, St. Augustine. Where is Jada with a full ride? Jada, where are you? Stand up, Jada. Virginia Union University, go Panthers! Atlanta University, Morgan State University, Lynn University, the University of California, Emory and Henry College, North Carolina Wesleyan University, Prince George Community College, Winston-Salem State University, Christopher Newport University, James Madison University, the University of Mary Washington College, the University of Georgia, ECPI, North Carolina A&T, Richard Bland College of William and Mary, Morehouse College, Martinsburg College, Regent University, and the Apprentice School and the Home by the Sea, Hampton University. Family members and friends, join me in giving these young people, the Bethel Bruins, the class of 2023, a round of applause. Members of the class of 2023, as you take this next step into your future, remember to do as Gandhi said, be the change that you wish to see in the world. And as it has become my annual graduation tradition, the relevant question to you as members of the class of 2023, stand to your feet. And this is the question, members of the class, Bruins, are you ready to go forth and make your mark of distinction in this world and society? Best wishes to you. Do as your class president said, walk by faith and not by sight. And your class president started this, listen to me, class, and say to the mountains of life, be thou removed, go forth and do great things.
Thank you, Dr. Smith, for those inspiring words. Wow. As we award diplomas to the graduating class of 2023, I ask your cooperation as an audience in providing the proper decorum and behavior appropriate for a commencement program. Thank you. By the authority vested in me by the school board of the city of Hampton and the State Board of Education, I hereby award these diplomas to the following young men and women.
At this time, I would like to present the diplomas to the students from the Governor's Health Sciences Academy. Alexis Lewis Alexander Jr., highest honors. Nyla Delamay Ajabing Ankra, highest honors. Zanaya Amir Artis, highest honors. Justin Lamont Baines, highest honors. Jada Monique Battle, highest honors. Sania Imani Bell, highest honors. Kiara Gianni Berry, highest honors. Trinity Faith Blevins, highest honors. Janaea Nike Boyd, highest honors. Autumn Ann Cade, highest honors. Tanaya Lene Cook, highest honors. Zaria Vasan Ann Cooper, highest honors. Christine Dowd, highest honors. Shauna Yanae Nael Davidson, highest honors. Destiny Jamea Davis, highest honors. Kaya Simone Delaney, highest honors. Emily Sophia Iam, highest honors. Jermaine Stewart Gatling, highest honors. Renate Gaynell Gertzner, highest honors. Nathaniel Charles Giles, highest honors. Paige Madison Goodwin, highest honors. Jayla Armani Hall, highest honors. Kayla Nicole Harmon, highest honors. Alexandria Michelle Heitzenroder, highest honors. Ashley Sienna Heller, highest honors. Kennedy Blake Hood, highest honors. Sierra Michelle Hobson, highest honors. Judy Wynn, highest honors. Frances Danielle Isaac, highest honors. Natalie Marie Jackson, highest honors. Jada Nicole Jackson. Jada's diploma will be presented by her mother, Stephanie Jackson Afanja, Hampton City Schools School Board member, and she is graduating with highest honors. Abigail Rose Jenkins, highest honors. Asia Cherie Legister, highest honors. Tanaya Avenel Love, highest honors. Sanara Yasmin Annette Manley, highest honors. Michaela Renee Montgomery, highest honors. Madison Ann Morris, highest honors. Kendall Dawn Norton, highest honors. Devki Jayesh Kumar Patel, highest honors. Jaden Nicole Pauls, highest honors. Camille Michelle Pope, highest honors. Caitlin Michelle Reedy, highest honors. Kiara Lachey Rich, highest honors. Anaya Boye Robinson, highest honors. Sakaya Ayana Royal, highest honors. Jelena Simone Small, highest honors. Elena Kiara Swinney, highest honors. Nyla Krishani Sykes, highest honors. Aracia Simone Thomas, highest honors. Aracia Simone Thomas, highest honors. Madeline Elise Thomason, highest honors. Narissa Medina Tahitch, highest honors. Dylan Wynn Tran, highest honors. Michaela Renee Turner, highest honors. Andre Demetrius Weaver, highest honors. Kiana Danielle White, highest honors. Kanaya Nicole Wiggins, highest honors. Devin Cornelius Young, highest honors. Autumn Nicole Billups, honors. Caleb Raymond Bradshaw, honors. Darrell Adrian Brooks, honors. Kamaya Elaine Bush Galt, honors. Tamaya Chanel Coles Moore, honors. Alani Milan Crittenden, honors. Morgan Suarez Davis, honors. Kevin Levon Day, honors. Jayla Amani Ellis, honors. Jalen Amani Galbraith, honors. Nyasia Nicole Gray, honors. Jermaine Jakai Harden, honors. Jeremiah Jakai Harden, honors. Dominique Randolph Hickenbotham, honors. Kiana Latrice Hobbs, honors. Kevin Maurice Johnson Jr., honors. Jordan Lamaya Jones, honors. Destiny Sierra Ashaya Knight, honors. Abigail Renee Long, honors. Mariah Sierra Amanda Loving, honors. Royana Gwendolyn McCoy, honors. Jalen Sean Moten, honors. Deja Shanice Parker, honors. Mason Perham, honors. Deja Simone Robinson, honors. Jaleel Xavier Rogers, honors. Justin Thomas Royster. His diploma will be presented by Dr. Richard Mason, Hampton School Board Chair, and he is graduating with honors. Caitlin Renee Ryan, honors. Leandra Zanaya Vargas, honors. Jordan Amaya Washington, honors. Kaya Giovanni Whitaker, honors. Miranda Michelle Williams, honors. Kanaya Ajane Williams, honors. Layla Ayana Wilson, honors. Zaria Camille Wilson, honors. Teoja Shante Marie Abner. Blaze Agnelli. Torin Nahija Barlow. Autumn K. Bates. Cheyenne K. Beeman. Shabria Renee Blow. Angelina Destiny Bogert. Marjane Chantel Bowser. Jamisha Leah Brewington. Yamira Janae Brown. Jalen Tyrone Callis. Jaeja Storea Capel McDonald. Isaiah John Cole. Tanise Danae Connor Robertson. Bryette Ryannon Crowder. Kyla Serene Daniel. Heaven Angelina Davis. Christopher Michael Noel Dawson. Tyrone Dean. Tayana Ashante Echeverria. India Lene Ely. Jacob Richard Garrett. Keon Matthew Fields. Jawan Cassine Givens. Jessica Tierra Givens. Christopher Thomas Green. Alyssa Aisha Harris. Amir Richard Hedgepeth Reed. Jacoby Ivy Hill. Janaya Lachelle Hinton. Faith Jordan Adana Johnson. Shaughnessy Asante Marie Jones. Jaden Ali Judge. Brianna Myron Joy Kelly. Alexis Star Kyle. Zion 7 Xavier Little. Omar Lugo Reese. Monique Nicole McInnes. Andy Mendoza Mahia. Adasia Lachey Mingo. Markyron Nishan Now. Soraya Elizabeth O'Neill. Taylor Falashade Olamigoke. Ariana Janae Page. Carly Marie Parks. Dejournay Dominique Patterson. Sincere Xavier Perry. Council LeVar Pickett. Diamond Unica Pride Payne. Jada Annette Randall. Kimora Shante Rhodes. Gabrielle Guadalupe Ruiz. Shania Triana Scott. Jalen Martez Sims. Kennedy Elena Smith. Micaiah Kenasia Stevenson. Jahan Raheem Suber. No. Shakita Nicole Thomas. Hunter Jalea Thompson. Jaden Anthony Vasquez Gowen. Olivia Joy Van Luya. Samira Miania Walker. Tasani Jahada Wharton. Alyssa Marie White. Jason Williams. Zion Elizabeth Wright. Kendall Renee Young.
Now graduating from the Academy of Law and Public Safety, Tamir Nashay Albritton, highest honors. Imani Bree Belcher, highest honors. Jewel Anissa Bennett, highest honors. Silas Caleb Birdwell, highest honors. Joshua O'Neill Brown, highest honors. Elise Nicole Brown, highest honors. Carnisha LaShonda Carmack, highest honors. Letitia Tuwong Sade Dejan, highest honors. Kennedy Bass Donnelly, highest honors. Alexis Simone Flowers, highest honors. Aniston Lee Fraley, highest honors. Uzori Salara Graham, highest honors. Mia Ann Holston, highest honors. Danielle Renee Hunt, highest honors. Nadia Michelle Jennings, highest honors. Brandon Emmanuel Lazala, highest honors. Morgan Brianne Lewis, highest honors. Megan Brianne Lewis, highest honors. Ashley Yamalea Lopez, highest honors. Summer Leon Love, highest honors. Renee Sienna Lynch, highest honors. Mackenzie Hunter Morgan, highest honors. Samantha Catherine Norman, highest honors. Darius Kedron Norman, highest honors. Carissa Lynn Paris, highest honors. Anthony Adrian Paisley, highest honors. Mia Lizette Rodriguez, highest honors. Carla Rossi Acosta, highest honors. Diamond Monet Terry, highest honors. Nadia Alexis Bailey, honors. Gregory Lucas Bone, honors. Kareem Lamont Brown Jr., honors. Caden Rourke Cooper, highest honors. Sanaya Janae Franque, honors. Quintarius Antoine Hunter, honors. Logan Reed Meadows, honors. Menar Abdulasar Mahali, honors. Kaylee Elizabeth Lynn Mayfield, honors. Nicholas Isaiah Rains, honors. James Edward Reynolds, honors. Anthony James Robinson, honors. Franklin Ivan Santiago, honors. William Allen Tinsley, honors. Tia Marie Wiggins, honors. Xavion Krishawn Wilkins, honors. Talia Marie Beckford. Kiara Jocelyn Branch. Bryson Christian Brown. Havana Lee Crittenden. Elijah Darnell Dance. Tally Benet Dancy. Layla Elise Dean. Skylar Renee Dyke. Christopher Wayne Elliott. William Basil Fletcher. Deron Mackay Franks. Justin Benjamin Gonzalez. John Tyler Gross II. Shania Ariana Felix Hart. Jayla Marie Harvey. Israel Jeremiah Hill. Kimberly Hockaday. Jakira Aki Nicole Holloway. Amaya Marie Holmes Golston. Jaden Knock Wynn. Takai Antoine Jackson. Nasir Ajani Jackson. Jasmine Marie Johnson. Christopher Skinner Jones. Ashani Andre Kerr. Lanaya Ayani King. Damika Jabara Landers. Jaquel Carmichael James Leonard. Makar Richard Mason. Janari Kevon Maxwell. Derek Owen Mecklin. Alexander Page Murphy. Thomas Blake Murphy. Pamela Amira Page. Richard Palmer. Quintrell Perry. Kavion Payne. Abelardo Jesus Perez. Jovi Mackay Pond. Janiyah Faith Pierce. Alexander Berwin Russell. John David Saffold. Eric Sanchez. Alexander Jeree Saunders. Dinasia St. Kit. Jonathan Timothy Swilly. Adriana Nicole Thiessen. Javion Anthony Tippins. Jasmine Tiana Lenora Warren. Xavier LaThomas Williams. Amari Rashid Willis. Lorenza Tyra Winnigan. Christian Alexander Yarborough. You ready, Miss Oliver? Who's next? It's you. It's you. Come on, it's you. Oh, Miss Garrity.
Now graduating from the Academy of Media Arts and Design, Rebecca Cheyenne Clark, highest honors. Shantia Tanae Denise Cox, highest honors. Sasha Marie Gabrielle Drawn, highest honors. Talia Marie Gaines, highest honors. Lillian Nicole Galen, highest honors. Marley Ann Holcomb, highest honors. Andrew Tyrell Jones, highest honors. Dakari Deshawn Lee, highest honors. Amaya Nicole Mays, highest honors. Camille Mitsuka McIntosh, highest honors. Serenity D. Ann Newman, highest honors. Aiden Aaron Palmer, highest honors. Sean George Royster. His diploma will be presented by Dr. Richard Mason, Hampton School Board Chair, and he is graduating with highest honors. Kelvin Adrian Sapp, highest honors. Joelle Shante Sargent. Maria Makara Scales, highest honors. Antonice Michelle Stevenson, highest honors. Alexander Isabel Vasquez, highest honors. Zakiah Christine Williams, highest honors. Akela Millicent Amako, high honors. Asaya Ba Eleazar Ba Israel. Marquel Frankie Collins. Antonio Jovi Cutler, honors. Nehemiah Emmanuel Harrison, honors. Armani Kenesha Mason, honors. Shay LaShawn Moore, honors. Jocelyn Morales Rangel, honors. Jordan Rayshawn Pascal, honors. Zion Douglas Rainey, honors. Antoine Sessoms, Amon Sessoms, honors. Morgan Janae Stanislaus, honors. Delonje Nahan White, honors. Jeremiah Eugene Wright, honors. Jasmine Alexis Yarborough Fields, honors. Ali Kareem El Fatlawi. Jasmine Elizabeth Allen. Victor Giovanni Amaya Delcid. Dejayla Sante Barfield. Philip Eugene Bobbitt. Haley Elizabeth Borner. Samaya Janae Brown. Armani Tajay Brown Petaway. Tess Carmen Carlisle. Jaden Harrison Collins. Kayla Burrell Cooper. Brandon Ellis Croslin. Dallin Joshua Delk. Baylin Mai Fluker. Anaya Danique Frederick. Mackenzie Gabrielle Freeman. Tamari Michaela Glasgow. Sophia Anjani Griffith. Hassani Raphael Harding. Frederick Sean Henderson Jr. Angel Corinne Hawk. Anissa Shante Hood. Darius Cameron Jackson. Tyshawn Del Monte Jones. Jaden Elias Jordan. Yasmin Dyson Nima Lassiter. Isaiah Malik Laurie. Noah Michael Lowe. Isaiah McKinley Mann. Isaiah Diani Mann. Letty Karina Oliva Perez. 7-star Osborne. Here, Rajesh Kumar Patel. Kamari Raheem Deshaun Pitts. Aaron Lewis Pridgeon. Journey Sky Robertson. Catalina Isabel Scott. Sean Anthony Spriggs Allen. Hakia Corinne Tanksley. Henry Gordon Walker. James Taylor Wazak. Abenil Joshua Weeks. Zachary Joseph Wenzel. Bobby Bernard Williams Jr. Nyla Jasira Winston.
Now graduating for the Transportation, Analytics, Information, and Logistics Academy, John Daniel Beltran, highest honors. Jaquil Christopher Bowens, highest honors. Kyron Carmelo Brown, highest honors. Justin William Claiborne, highest honors. Zaria Simone Holloman, highest honors. Ariana Arne Jones, highest honors. Jaden Lorenz Jones, highest honors. Robert Lee Kimmel, highest honors. Dion Tyrone Moyler Jr., highest honors. Joyful Soparuchi Ogibe, highest honors. Brenda Onosetai Omendiale, highest honors. Christian Raul Orr, highest honors. Earl Jerome Pearson, Jr., highest honors. Justin Lee Pickett, highest honors. Trayvon Malik Scruggs, highest honors. Keyshawn Simpson, highest honors. Destiny Dominique Barnes, honors. Joshua Raymond Bravo, honors. Jaden Isaiah Cassell, honors. John Dylan Alexander Clark, honors. Amaya Nicole Drone, honors. Tanea Lachelle Evans, honors. I got you. Kamari Smiley Falks, honors. Carrie Brad Emmanuel Gray, honors. Hunter Taylor Hobson, honors. Nasir Josiah Howard, honors. Haley Renee Jenkins, honors. Kanai Jamal Mitchell, honors. John Fitzgerald Pegram Jr., honors. Daniel Tikaram Prasad, honors. Abraxas Komet Smith, honors. Bryce Cabarell Washington, honors. Lionel Sherrod Washington Jr., honors. Christian Isaiah Washington, honors. Trayvon Lamont Wormley, honors. Ahmad Wael Zidan, honors. Kanaya Canary Alexander Hawkins. Alea Noray Alston. Jaden Riley Aman. David Nathaniel Bonner III. Dorian Michael Lamont Blano. Jaden Rashawn Bonds. Jaleel Michael Brooks. Anthony Deshaun Bunch. Omari Angelo Carter. Justin Lee Covington. Yanis Ranaya Cowling. Chase Cox. Malachi Joshua Day. Brandon L. Dickerson Jr. Trinity Ray Friend. Zanaya Lene Galloway Pearson. Jaquan Montreal Goings. Fernando Manuel Gote Jr. Roy Lee Green. Carson Richard Haithcock. Mashir Hassan. Elvis Melvin Hyde. Janaya Rashay Hill. Nasim Ronald Tyrone Howard. Hadassah Faith Jenkins. Wayne Lee Jones Jr. Quincy Alexander Stephen Love. Houston DeMarco Miles Martin. James Joseph Monteleone Jr. Jordan Rashad Mackay Morgan. Destiny Anna Ortiz. Joseph Palmer. Faith Lavelle Reedy Goodson. Jace McSwain Richester. Clarence Albert Rogers Jr. Aaliyah Ray Salawi. Kyle Avery Smith. Curtis Lee Tunstall Jr. Silas David Wagner. Jaquel Ward. Floyd Mackay Watts. Andrew Parker Paxton, Valedictorian, highest honors, Transportation Analytics, Information and Logistics Academy. Madison Britton Veneris, Salutatorian, highest honors, Governor's Health Science Academy. Sela Zaire Longchamp, class president, highest honors, Academy, Law and Public Safety.
Y'all good, take care. At this time, Sela Longchamp, class president, will come to the podium to lead in the passing of the academic gonfalons and the turning of the tassels.
Before turning our tassels, we ask that the senior ambassadors please stand beside your Academy gonfalon. Now, will the rising ambassadors please come and receive the gonfalon? This exchange symbolizes the passing of the torch here at Bethel High School, the home of academic excellence. All right now, at this time, will the class of 2023 please rise? Now, join me in turning the tassel. Big grad, we out. Big 23, big line out. You already, all right.
At this time, will everyone please stand as the band plays our school's alma mater, followed by the recessional.